Well, hey now, it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM here with my partner in crime.
Yes, we do crimes together.
That's what we do.
We do.
If you can't tell from our attire, well, at least Gavin's representing Nerddom today.
I am.
With Ninja Turtles.
And my TMNT Raglan shirt.
Yesterday was the debut of the end of the Whisperer War, rather.
Yes, Walking Dead issue 162. And you brought to my attention, we did not do one of these for the last issue.
Correct, but that's okay. I did have kind of a lukewarm feeling as the Whisperer War came to an end. I thought that this was probably the least exciting of the 6 books that came out.
Yeah, of the issue that came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know they had kind of won already.
Yeah, I feel like it ended in 5, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, did they win? And then the
You know what? That's a great criticism. I feel like this was a 5-part arc.
Yeah.
And not only that, the end of book 5 was awesome when you had, I always forget the name, but the girl who was like, I'm gonna come after Rick.
Yeah, the saviors being during their reveal, like, we're gonna go after Rick after this war's over. And then an entire extra issue that was just everybody is meeting back up.
And that was the whole issue. It was just, and that's what I told you. I hate issues like this where it's just like nothing really happened.
Yeah.
And it really just should have been pitched as a 5-book arc, honestly. Yeah. And the one thing I wanted was with the war with the saviors, the upcoming, like, give me a little something to hold me over. Nothing.
But now I guess the Whisperers are just kind of done. If you haven't read the book yet, but yeah, the Whisperers are just like, they took them all out, I guess. I thought there were more than just like...
There are. Did you see the end?
Well, those are just walkers, though.
Okay, right, yes. So It seems like the next war is going to be with the huge horde of walkers.
They haven't done that before.
Well, on the TV show, we saw that too. So I don't know what to make of this.
Like, are we just so... I don't know. The Walking Dead, I don't want to say it's stale because there are still very well-written characters on it. But you can't just go, like, group of people and then more zombies fighting.
That's the thing. So this feels like they've trained us to not be afraid of the zombies anymore.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be afraid of the humans, which is great. That's because it's not really a zombie story. It's a story about...
survival.
Right, and how humans are the threat, not the zombies in this apocalypse. So to revert to the zombies just now in mass is, to me, a step backwards.
It's like it's just a bunch of zombies that they'll steer away or just systematically kill or blow up. And it's like, okay.
I did like the touching burial of Lucille.
I like that, too. And that's why I thought the issue was going to be a lot better. Because opening with that, I love all things Negan.
Me too.
So seeing that, I was like, okay, this is cool. And if you're not reading the Here's Negan, he named Lucille after his wife.
Right, correct.
If you did not know that, they basically beat you over the head with it, with Lucille in this issue. Like, oh, I named a baby. But it's good to see that he realized how stupid it kind of was and how remorseful Negan is becoming. But then that's like the high point of the issue. He buries a baseball bat. Then it's like, hey, how'd y'all do? Oh, you killed everybody? Cool. Okay, Rick and Carl, what's going on? You just hanging out? Right. You almost died in a fire, and then you didn't.
That's right. Exactly. No one even significant died in the fire, really.
Nobody in the arc really died except for Gabriel.
And that was very. It was kind of memorable, but yeah, it's not going to have a huge impact on the story.
When I think of issue 6, I think of like you need to cliffhang me, you keep me everything else. But just seeing a bunch of walkers coming towards you.
Yeah, no. After Compendium 1, just the walkers are not the threat anymore.
No, and they haven't been for a long time.
So there are a few more things I wanted to mention about the Whisperer War. I feel like the war in general, because there was the war with the Saviors, all-out war. Mm-hmm. That was better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, it had twice as many issues too.
Okay, I don't, because I read it through the compendium. I don't remember how that worked.
It had 12 issues.
Were there other wars that I'm forgetting?
Not really. I mean, they always go to war with somebody, whether it be like the hunters or...
Yeah.
But this was like the second actual war in title. And it just kind of... I don't know, because at least with the Saviors, you had... Negan was a great leader. He was a much more compelling character. Mm-hmm. He had more reason. I don't give two craps about Beta. At all. I don't care.
I'm not out on Beta. He's got potential to me. Just essentially the second alpha for the most part. But I think there's potential there for something. Plus, there's something there because he refused to show his face.
Yeah, I know that Alpha was more dynamic because she had Lydia. So you kind of realize her reasons for sending her off. We don't know anything about Beta. He could become the most interesting character in the world. But if you're going to build an arc where he has to take up arms and fight in this war. And you don't really give us anything about him other than he almost He almost got beat to death by Negan.
Right.
It does nothing for me.
I do like how the role reversal on Negan, because I will say, like, because he's kind of a new character on the TV show now, and everyone hates his guts.
Yeah.
I have really been from the standpoint that Negan is not necessarily a bad guy.
He's not. He's just a guy. The way everybody says it is, if you were to watch what Rick did to Negan on the TV show or in the comics, from Negan's perspective, Rick is the bad guy.
Exactly right. It's all perspective, and that's why I love Negan's character so much. Is it's not just a black and white. He's a bad guy, and just reminds you, like, if someone came through and killed 30 of Rick's guys in one fell swoop, Rick would have taken a joy in that kill.
Yeah. So yes, maybe Negan's a little bit more brutal about his actions, but he's trying to make a point to make sure he's just trying to protect his people.
Yeah, and he does have like lines that he won't cross as far as being a bad guy goes.
Yeah.
So I've always liked him. And then I want to make sure, did you read Letter Hacks?
I did.
There are 2 issues coming out in February.
Yes, one's going to be a 25-cent issue to mark the 25th anniversary of Image Comics.
Excited.
Yes, and then they're going to have another issue also. So.
Yeah, and that's not even including, like, that's not the Here's Negan issue, I'm assuming.
No.
Yeah, that's great. My favorite comic of all time is The Walking Dead, and I can't wait for a 25-cent issue as a bonus. Like, that's awesome to me.
It'll be good.
So I'm super excited. We want to know what you thought of the Whisperer War. Leave us a comment, or if you, we just kind of thought it ended a little flat.
It's just like, okay, because it was built up so much. The Whisperer War is coming. Like, you saw the circulars going around. You're like, it's going to be awesome. It's a war.
Yeah.
It's going to be like all-out war number 2. And then it's like, oh, they just kind of fought in the field for a while, and now they got to fight a herd of zombies. Okay.
And I just think they would have done themselves a service to have just had it end at number 5.
But at the same time, the trades are all 6 issues apiece. So you got to write for the trade.
I guess that makes sense.
Got to write for the trade.
That makes sense. See, that's where your nerd expertise comes in handy.
Yes, because I know how many issues are in a trade.
You are my comic godfather. You are the guy who got me into buying comic books.
You know, but you can't refuse.
Exactly, you
Bring
did.
that Amazing Fantasy 15. Let me see that.
So for myself, the Rob, and my partner, Gavin.
Hello. Goodbye.